Alright, here we go. Vancouver Canucks versus New Jersey Devils recap. I have a lot I want to unpack in this one, so let's get right into it. Ahead of this one, Jack Hughes actually wasn't eligible to play due to an injury he suffered the day prior against the Chicago Blackhawks. From a Hughes Brothers standpoint, this is quite disappointing, but if I'm being honest, I knew this would only help the Vancouver Canucks because without Jack Hughes in the Devils lineup, the Devils offensive core looks something like this. But regardless, another thing we got reintroduced to was the Lotto line. Yes, they are back. Pettersson, Miller, and Boeser. The trio hasn't been together for quite a long time now, so to see them back was quite refreshing. Ultimately, this was quite a smart move from Tocchet because he addressed the lack of scoring chances that we had in the St. Louis Blues game, so to stack up three of our best players was bound to help us, and it did early on in this game. You can see here that Pettersson got himself a shot on goal, and then the rebound put in by Boeser, Miller battling in front. The boys were up 1-0, or at least it seemed that way because Lindy Ruff ended up challenging the play, and the goal got overturned. But I just wanted to say, I think this is the wrong call by the official. No way is this goaltender interference by Miller. Yes, he was standing at the edge of the blue paint, but only because Siegenthaler was pushing him into his own goalie, so I don't know what Miller could have done. And also, it's not like if Miller wasn't there, Dawes would have saved this. The goal happened on the other side of the net, and Miller was not affecting that pad whatsoever. So this was not goaltender interference, but I guess we'll leave it in the comment section below. Let me know what you think, but it's okay. It's still 0-0, and the Canucks ended up dominating the rest of the first period, getting 17 shots on goal to the Devils only having 5. The ice was looking really tilted, and it continued that way early on in the second period. Hronek had himself a shot. Pettersson tips it in for a goal, and this one's going to count. 1-0 for the Vancouver Canucks, and the Lotto line is looking dominant already. A couple minutes later, it's the Lotto line again, only this time it's Miller on the rebound of a Hughes shot. He puts this one in with his skate, and the Canucks go up 2-0 early on in the second. Things are looking really good. Right after that, Toffoli showing us he's still a Vancouver Canuck, takes out one of the Devils players. Don't really know what's going on there, but it helped us out because we ended up getting ourselves another goal. And yes, you guessed it, it's the Lotto line yet again. Miller with the second of the game. This is a real nice goal, and it's looking really convincing at this point. The Devils without Jack Hughes are looking horrible, and the Canucks are looking like their true selves again. At this point, I'm getting really cocky. I think it's almost over, but then Colin Miller, of all people, gets on the board, which is a little bit odd, but, you know, it is what it is. 3-1. I'm not too bothered at this point. Shortly after, though, the Devils get themselves another goal with 30 seconds to go. Erik Haula, and suddenly it's looking like it's going to be 3-2 heading into the third period, and I'm getting a little bit worried, but then I remember to myself, why should I be worried? We have the best Connor in the NHL. We have Connor Garland, and he breaks in with 15 seconds to go and regains our 4-2 advantage with a wraparound goal. What a beauty this guy is, and man, the Canucks are back. I'm thinking, okay, that's a little bit of a sigh of relief. We're okay. Early on in the third period, we move ahead here, and I'm thinking, man, this is looking really, really good now because the Lotto line gets themselves another goal. Pettersson, his second of the game. Canucks go up 5-2 early on. And suddenly my confidence in this game is back. We have our 3-goal lead again. Nothing can possibly go wrong, right? Okay, whatever. Second goal for Colin Miller. It's no big deal. Still a 5-3 lead. Oh no. The man who gained relevancy for injuring Bedard has scored a goal on us. It's 5-4 in the third period. And I don't know what to think at this point. We've squandered another 3-goal lead, and we've made this a game. We've made it fun for the fans. The Devils fans have gotten their money's worth. And I'm thinking, why are we doing this to ourselves? To make it even worse, Dakota Joshua got himself a penalty with like 2 minutes to go. I couldn't find any clips of it, but that made things a lot more nerve-wracking than they needed to be. But in the end, the Canucks got themselves the win. Joshua made up for it because he got the empty net after he came out of the box, and we got the W. We can breathe, and we move on to the Rangers. We're okay. Honestly, man, I'm happy that the Canucks got this win. But going forward, we need to make things easier on ourselves. We have the lead in these games, but then we're almost blowing it. We saw what happened with Ottawa the other night. And then today, this didn't need to happen. The Devils were not a threatening team, and we were destroying them. But we let them back in the game with 2 Colin Miller goals. And yeah, I don't want to see something like that happen again. But regardless, it's a victory, so we got to be happy. We move on to the Rangers tomorrow night in what's going to be a very difficult game, but I think we can do it. So we'll see what happens. Let's have our score predictions in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. And yeah, man, peace out and take care.